back, everybody. Oh. I may be in pain right now, but this makes me... She's literally human Advil. She makes me feel better. Our next guest was a producer on Late Night with David Letterman and was one of the creators of The Daily Show. And now she has her own cooking show that's the hottest cooking show ever, called Mad in the Kitchen. Please welcome back my lovely, lovely wife, Madeleine Smithberg, everybody. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
You know, we have such a big house that I never see you. That's the beauty of being married, and then it's going to last forever.
Isn't that the secret, though, Madeleine? That's the secret to a long relationship.
Ding, ding. Stay apart.
Okay, I'm very excited. Well, I'm excited for all your segments, but the cooking one I'm really excited for because you invented this darn thing.
I invented this.
What is it?
It's called the Caprese-Dilla. So it's a caprese in quesadilla form. And it came to me one night many years ago in California, and I do not understand why it is not a thing. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious, and it's super impressive.
Okay.
So come on over here.
We're coming.
So basically, I'm going to turn on my stove. I've got this, this is a nice nonstick grill pan, but it doesn't really matter. You can use a frying pan. You can use a cast iron. It's not really about the pan. And I just throw my first tortilla in, and I'm going to let it just heat a little bit. Now, in real life, I would probably flip it, but this isn't real life.
No.
This is television. So I'm using this incredible tool I have. It's called my hands, but they're clean. I have the tongs and everything, but I'm a very big proponent of getting your hands dirty. And in the case of cooking, I mean that absolutely literally. So I just put a bunch of those on there. And then, I lay some tomatoes. This is so not anal. I just, kind of play. I'm having fun. It's artistic. I'm laying the tomatoes. And then I've got some basil. And I love, every time they have basil plants in the supermarket, I just buy them. And you could cut them up, but I decided not to. It's early in the morning.
Look at you, you rascal. Look at you being frisky.
I'm a maverick. Then I'm just drizzling the tiniest bit of olive oil. I don't want too much because I'll get a sea of mush. Now, oh, great, my balsamic glaze is dripping because it's live TV. I just do a tiny little suggestion of the balsamic glaze. And you can use balsamic vinegar, but buy the glaze. It's everywhere. It's like a secret ingredient that brings everything, it makes everything delicious. Then I put a little salt and pepper.
Is that a thicker
honestly,
Madeleine, is that a thicker tortilla? That looks like a quality tortilla there.
This, quite honestly, Jason, is a Trader Joe's olive oil tortilla. Basically, I sent Sam, my husband, to buy tortillas, and this is what he got. And they look really nice.
They do.
But you can use any tortilla. You can also use, they have like pizza crusts or flatbread or naan.
Yeah.
You can use any of those.
Yeah.
Then I put this on the top, and then I just cook it. I do a fancy thing, and by fancy, I mean normal. And I just put this on top and let it press. And then I'm going to cook it. And when we come back from commercial, I'll show you the finished product. And you won't believe how, this is just, I'm very proud of this accomplishment. I'm proud of The Daily Show. I'm proud of Mad in the Kitchen. I'm proud of my son, Harry. But I'm really proud of the Caprese-Dilla.
In that order, Madeleine? Is it an order of proudness that you just listed?
Okay, wait. Let me think about this for a second. I'm proud of my son.
Okay.
I'm proud of Mad in the Kitchen.
Okay.
I'm proud of The Daily Show. I'm proud of my work at Letterman. I'm proud that I can do the splits. And I'm proud of the Caprese-Dilla.
Okay. Madeleine, I love that the splits are just a hair above the Dilla. Just a little bit above the Dilla. Yeah.
I don't want to sell the splits short.
No.
That would be a disservice to everybody.
Madeline, how many?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's getting really nice.
Oh, Madeline, you know I love the production aspect of Every time you're here, your production budget goes up and up. How many cameras are we working with today, Madeline? It looks like about 17 cameras.
Okay, let's count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for today. This is only a Thursday.
You know, Madeline, I know, and I would too, I know you cheat on us with Hoda and Kelly Lee or whoever's over there. Do you do all the cameras for them, or do you save all the cameras for us?
I save the cameras for you. Here's a dirty little secret that won't be a secret in a second. They do it on FaceTime on 2 iPhones.
Oh, really?
I have all this bounty, and they just want the 2 iPhones and FaceTime. I think they have a very busy control room, in fairness. But no, you and Helen Raptis at AM Northwest get the good stuff. Oh,
thank you.
And my own show, Mad in the Kitchen.
Yeah.
And right now, it's called Mad in the Kitchen Live, and I'm going to tell you all about it, but it's every Saturday night.
We're gonna talk about it after the break. So save.
Perfect.
We have the graphic up there. So Madeline, the splits, and 4 cameras when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back, friends. We're back with Madeleine Smithberg from Mad in the Kitchen and Mad in the Kitchen Live. Okay, you have the finished product. Is that it?
That is it. It's the Caprese-Dilla.
I love that name.
And if you have a dinner party, you can cut them smaller and just put them out, and they'll be devoured, I promise you. Now, I would take a bite because I know it's delicious, but I have 2 more segments, and I don't want to mess up my lipstick. So these are the decisions that we make in the moment.
Yeah.
In the live TV.
Madeline, can we show that Dilla on all the cameras? Can we make use of all the cameras? Can we show it?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Let's show it on every camera.
Sky,
okay.
We're going here.
Okay.
We're going here.
Okay.
We're going here.
Okay. Oh, no.
We're going here.
Okay.
We're going here.
There we go. Perfect. Beautiful.
There we go.
We did it. We
and
got
back to home. I love that.
We got all the cameras.
That was like a round robin of CapreseDilla.
I know. Hey, tell everyone before we talk about the docuseries, you mentioned it before the break, your live cooking shows. Tell the folks about that.
Okay. So this is a case of be careful what you wish for, Jason, and I mean that really literally because I love live, and there's something, just doing this with you gets my blood pumping in a really positive way. And so I got this opportunity with this really, really, really high-end group of like tech experts. We'll say experts instead of nerds because they really are experts all over the world. So my control room is at Industrial Light and Magic, where Star Wars is produced. My graphics are coming out of London. My router is in Manila in the Philippines. I am cooking live every week with a chef from somewhere around the world. One woman was in South Africa, and people cook along from all over the world. And it is an out-of-body experience. I'm watching all of them. We're all cooking together.
I love that idea. What a great idea, Madeline.
It's really cool. It's like cutting edge, of media where we're going. And it's really, really, really fun. And this week we're making fried chicken and waffles with Lori Rogers, called Chef Lori. She's amazing. She calls her kitchen her love lab. And the weird thing is, so do I.
Okay. Obviously, if people, not obviously, if you're new to the show, Madeleine is she's a piece of late night royalty. She worked on Late Night with David Letterman and The Daily Show, and Madeleine is featured in what I'm now obsessed with, CNN's limited series about the story of late night. How involved are you, Madeleine?
Okay, here's the deal. I shot this interview more than 2 years ago, they flew me to Los Angeles, and I was supposed to talk to Bill Carter for, I think, 90 minutes, but I stayed for 3.5 hours, and I almost missed my flight. And they liked me so much, they asked me to come back and be part of a podcast that's leading up to the show, and apparently I'm in like 4 of those episodes. He said I'm in 3, but Bill Carter, who I've now fallen in love with, not as much as you, don't get jealous.
Thank you.
Said that I'm really a star.
You are.
And that he just loves talking to me. So I tell funny stories like the kind that you like, and that's actually what reminded me of the story that I'm going to tell you, because Bill made me tell it. I did a panel discussion last week for private, for like CNN VIPs.
Yeah.
Only 200 people were invited, but with Merrill Marco, who invented stupid pet tricks and is a good friend of mine, and Amber Ruffin, who's hilarious, who has a show on Peacock and was a writer for Seth Meyers, and it was about women in television. So I know a thing or two about that. And it was poor Merrill Marco's audio went down in the middle of it. So you know, Jason, I was there. I had to fill the air.
You had to. You
I
were
had to.
The pips went down and Gladys Knight was there. You had to do it.
Exactly. Or I would say Gladys Knight went down and one of the pips took over the show.
Hey, we got to go, but I will tell you that isn't. Did you watch the first episode, Madeleine? It's so well done.
I loved it.
It's so good.
It's so well done. And you just have. I came out of it both with so much respect for Steve Allen.
Me too.
Like, for all that stuff that Dave did, like the Alka-Seltzer suit, was a tribute, an homage, or a borrowing of things that Steve Allen had done on his show. And I really liked Jack Parr. It was just so cool to really feel that, you know, my little part in this really kind of important, you know, in a very limited way, but in its place, huge part of media, part of television, part of history.
Yep.
So I think I get big in episodes 3 and 4.
Well, we can't
so
wait.
Make your popcorn or your Caprese-Dillas.
That's right. Well,
and be sure to watch it on CNN.
Madeleine's going to get big with another one of her great stories when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. Caprese-Dilla.
And this is John Godfrey, claims to be a businessman from Albany. We don't know. We don't care, but he's here. And, of course, the lovely, the talented Carly Simon is here. And suddenly I'm doing Joe Franklin. And this is Dr. Ted Borges, who has been in town on our ticket for a week trying to get onto the show. You're a podiatrist?
Yes, I am.
And also a shoe collector?
Yes.
Now, you know, Dr. Borges, did you get something to eat, by the way?
I didn't have time yet.
Okay. Well, by all means, dig into that Play-Doh crackers over there. Were you drawn to this part of the anatomy? What is the connection there? This is.
Well, I actually, when I was younger, I had ingrown toenails.
Oh,
and
God. See, I knew. We're trying to eat here. All right, but in addition to a podiatrist, what is a real common foot ailment?
Well, you have ingrown.
Oh, that's enough. I don't want. Oh, that's enough.
Bunions,
Okay, that's good. Let's get to the collecting part. You're also a shoe collector.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Only Dave. Only Steve Allen and only Dave could do that. That's Dr. Ted, what is it, Borges? Yeah, on with Letterman, back when Letterman hosted his show from the Helen Hayes Suite in the Milford Plaza Hotel. Welcome back. And we are back with our buddy, Madeleine Smithberg, who obviously worked on...
I'm
What?
doing this for you. I practiced.
Is that camera 3?
That's 2. Here's camera 1. And
I love it. Oh, okay. What's the story?
oh my god, seeing that clip, like, you really, when he said I'm doing Joe Franklin, if anyone knew what the Joe Franklin show was a local TV show that was just like, you know, the saddest guests ever in a really crowded space and not much happened. Oh my God, does that bring back memories? Yeah, it was Bill Carter that reminded me of this story and made me tell it on the panel. So I had found this guy. He was a podiatrist. I forget where he was from, but he was Dr. Ted Borges. your feet are gorgeous. And
No, really?
yeah, that was his slogan, which is a good one. I really am proud of him for that. And he had a collection of celebrity shoes, but the hook, when I pitched it, I didn't want anyone to be disappointed and, you know, be expecting Meryl Streep. The most famous person's shoes that he had were Jamie Farr from MASH. So
He
it
had
was
Klinger.
very
Wait a minute, he had
disappointing.
Klinger shoes?
He had Klinger shoes. But that was it. I mean, really, and to tell you the truth, to look at shoes, really not much happened. So we had flown him in, and then he got bumped. And then he got bumped, and then he got bumped. And every night it became like this funny routine. I would have to, you know, come off the floor and go into the green room and go, Dr. Borges, I have some good news and some bad news. And the bad news is we don't have time for you. The good news is we're going to give you another night in the hotel and you can come back tomorrow. So this happened about, 5 times. It was a whole week. And then we were planning to do this show in the Milford Plaza in just, the Helen Hayes suite. Now, if you know the Milford Plaza, this is not the Ritz-Carlton. This is not the Four Seasons. This is a very serviceable hotel near Times Square, and Times Square hadn't quite changed yet. So I was really jealous because I knew that I wasn't going to get to go to the show. Nobody could go to the Milford Plaza show unless they were working on it. So I get lucky, and we bumped Ted Borges on Friday, and I get to have him come back for the show at the Milford Plaza, which is on Monday. And this was like if the concept of surreal were personified, that's what this was, because Carly Simon was on the show, because Carly Simon has stage fright. And so she was willing to do this show because we weren't going to have an audience. And Hunter S. Thompson was there, which is just always good for, like, weirdness. And then I got to book Ted Borges, so I got to be there. And they set up this fake green room in a closet. And Dave opens the door of this closet, and sitting there all cramped together are Carly Simon, Hunter S. Thompson, and Dr. Ted Borges. And it was, quite honestly, he was the perfect guest for that show because it was kind of like an anti-show.
Yeah.
And we all got to hear Carly Simon sing Coming Round Again. So it was, that part was really funny. And Hunter S. Thompson was just, who knows what part of the trip he was on. It was like,
you got to listen to the podcast, watch on CNN for more of these, and go to Madeleine's live shows on Saturdays. Madeleine, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it.
They can find it all. All the info is madinthekitchen.com.
That's right. There she is with her 4 cameras. It's
my 4 cameras and my plugs. Love you, Jason.
Love you. madinthekitchen.com, everybody. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh, my goodness.